Hi, my name is Steve Laurila. I'm the cable television coordinator for the city of Lake Forest, Illinois, and former MCTV director back from about 1985 to about 1989. Ron Beacom has asked me to review for you some of the programs and the history of MCTV from about that same period. When I think of programming from MCTV, I think of the early series that we did, and two series jump right out at me. The first one is Pep Exercise, produced by Sue Ellen Hull.
Down, then lift your net left, and then bring it up, and just, instead of bringing your body down, just lift your heels. One heel, then the other.
Next is Abundant Living, produced by the Calvary Baptist Church, and I believe this is the longest running series on MCTV.
A farmer ranch.
Yes, sir. And that's part of our philosophy. We say when a child, we want to train up boys and girls rather than repair men and women. When a child leaves the ranch, it's our goal to have him know Christ as his personal Savior and to want to live for Christ, but also to have a ability to care for himself in the world as far as work.
Two more special series that have a special place in my heart are Art on the Mezzanine, because it was a training ground for all MCTV interns. Real estate in Midland is really unique because it shows how the merchants in a community can participate in community programming.
Of the fantastic interest rates, there are a lot of people refinancing their homes.
Of course, with the low interest rates, of course everyone knows that a few years ago the interest rates did get quite high, and those people that bought are now going to get that lower interest rate and go in and refinance their home.
Historic Film Series was produced by Joe Mitchell, who was also the producer of the very popular GTV, or generic television.
And watching this week's edition of Historic Film Series, which is Football Funnies. Now, it's time for that part of our program, and we'll be going back to that in just a little while. But it's part, this time in our program, we usually tell you a little bit about our upcoming, or should I say current, trivia contest. And this is, we're going to explain to you how to be involved, where to send your entries, and we got just about a minute for you to run and hurry and get your paper and a pencil, so you'll be able to get all of this information so you can be part of our contest. Now, so far we've had some people write in, so far we got some entries in, but not nearly enough, because everybody has a chance to win in this, but it does require some skill and some knowledge.
If Joe is in the crowd tonight, why don't you ask him how he determined who was his contest winner? Early years were series productions. Some of my favorite one-time productions are Centennial Notes, the River Days Festival, and the Nan Lamott concert, which I believe was our first EFP production, well, that is, multiple camera production on a remote location.
50 years ago, at the October 4th, 1937 meeting of the Common Council, Alderman ordered a gold medal be struck in honor of Dr. Frank Hardy, who killed one bank robber and captured the other. Earl Stein was mayor. Alderman Bezenal still lives in Midland. Mayor Supinger presided at the City Council meeting of 25 years ago on October 3rd, 1962. The meeting lasted 4 hours and 40 minutes. A car for the fire chief was purchased for $1,783.62. The city asked the state to transfer all the state's rights in Saginaw Road, formerly US 10, to the city. The curling club was given permission to construct an outdoor curling rink in Central Park. The first traffic signals at Saginaw and Sugnut were installed. These have been your Centennial Notes.
Why do I think it's great to celebrate this big? It's part of our heritage. This is part of the area. It's only fitting that we should recognize the past because we come from the past. We should do this every 100 years, and I hope we get to attend it every time the show is put on.
The River Days Festival is great for our community, and I'm just proud to be a part of it.
But I think it's marvelous. It gives you a sense of what it was in the past.
So we've not only said that this is a happy birthday to Michigan year, but it's also representative for Midland, because Midland has many unique and outstanding characteristics of itself.
In April 1988, MCTV broadcast the Midland City Council. However, our cameras were not the only ones in the chamber that night.
Well, they probably didn't catch any Oscar-winning performances, but the cameras were rolling at tonight's Midland City Council meeting. Welcome to MCTV, Midland County Television. This crew's last project, a wastewater plant video. Is politics any more exciting? They think not.
No, it's not a PM magazine or an Oprah Winfrey show or anything like that.
To connect the storm sewer and Woodcliff Drive.
It may not be exciting television, but then again, it isn't supposed to be. It's supposed to be useful. And people who can't make these meetings can still keep up with what their elected officials are doing. It is television as watchdog.
And yet it is only a one-time experiment. City leaders still have a few reservations.
The pro, of course, is the better informed public. The negatives, and one the council is particularly concerned about, is would it have a chilling effect on the public in coming before them?
Another possible worry, that dry agendas may drive viewers away in droves. Consider Monday's debate over purchase of a lawnmower and fences for the ball diamonds. Even those who showed up in person weren't always giving their undivided. For its new City Hall last Friday, the new place will be wired for TV, and regular council broadcasts are likely. And as for those worries that council members will play to the cameras... Did you take that into consideration when you chose your tie or combed your hair tonight?
Just a shirt color.
Now, any TV consultant will tell you that Mayor Mann is right on the money there. The cameras love those light blue shirts. Midlanders can see tonight's taped meeting tomorrow at 8 p.m. and again Thursday at 1:30 in the afternoon.
One of my favorite MCTV productions was produced by Roger Briggs.
Getting moody, flirting with the soda like flirting ought to do, like to be real cool. Let her think about getting little me in bed. There's a chat about Magna Carta, Puerto Vallarta, something Gandhi said. I know the man politely, all distractly, here she tried to find a...
Good morning, neighbors! Yes, one of our crowning achievements during our early years was the hiring of Ron Brown as production assistant. Not only did he do admirably with the leaf pickup updates, but he was also our PSA expert. Ask Ron, if you will, about Rappin Ronny along with Dave Gordon. This is what the studio looked like in December of 1984, when finally I was hired as an intern and Rick Morris was the MCTV director. When I arrived, equipment was in boxes. Very little equipment was unpacked and ready for use. We had no walls, no lights. Yes, we had pillars. In MCTV's first months, Rick and I were just as much handymen as we were producers. We did the walls, we did painting, we even hung acoustical foam on the walls and ceilings. first few years at MCTV. I want to congratulate MCTV and all of its volunteer producers on its first 10 years of video programming, and truly wish you an even more productive second 10 years. I wish I could be with you this evening, but since I can't, I might as well go back and see if Perry's still on. Bye-bye. Good luck.